Okay, Octopus, your maths test today, you are reasoning and problem solving when comparing numbers up to 2 decimal places. So our anchor is to compare numbers, and the key vocabulary we might need is more than, less than, value, compare, tenths, hundredths and decimal point. So, how do we compare decimal numbers? So let's have a look at these two numbers at the top. So 0.4 and 0.8. Now I have represented my numbers using Deans, but you could also do it using counters. So 0.4, I know that this is in the tenths column, so I have got 4 tenths. This shows 1/10 and I've got 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0.4 is shown here using Deans. Now I've also got the number 0.8, which again is in the tenths column, so I know I have 8 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I am comparing numbers. Now when I compare, it is important to remember that I need my crocodiles, my greater than or less than, or my equal sign. So in between these two numbers, I need to decide which one is bigger. So I can clearly see that here I've got 8 tenths and here I've got 4 tenths. So I know that I need this crocodile, remembering that the mouth is open at the bigger number because he wants a bigger dinner. Now the next one, 0.34, 0.31. So I can see that I've got 3 tenths, but I've also got some hundredths. I've got 4 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, 0.31, I've got 3 tenths and 100. So again, I can clearly see that the left number is bigger because we've got the same number of tenths, 3 tenths, but this one's got 4 hundredths and this one's only got 1 hundredth. So 0.34 is the bigger number, the greater number. My last example, I have 0.3 and 0.25. Now, looking at these numbers, I think 0.25 looks a large number because it's got 3 digits. It's got a 0, a 2 and a 5, whereas 0.3 has only got 2 digits in it. So surely 0.25 is the larger number. Let's have a look using Deans. So I've got 3 tenths, 1, 2, 3. For 0.25, I've only got 2 tenths, 1, 2, but I've got 5 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So looking at them, which one is bigger? Well, they've both got 2 tenths. There's that one, and there's that one. Now 0.25's got 5 hundredths, but I know that 1/10 is equal to 10 hundredths. So this number has to be bigger because I've got 3 tenths or 30 hundredths, and here I've only got 25 hundredths. So actually, I've been proved wrong. 0.3 is the greater number. It is a bigger amount despite it looking smaller on paper with it having less digits. So your anchor task today, I want you to have a go at comparing these numbers using your greater than, less than or equal sign. You can draw Deans in your book or counters if you want to help you. So comparing 0.1 and 0.4, for example, choosing which symbol you'd need in between the numbers. They get a little bit trickier as we go on because we start to deal with hundredths. So pause the video and have a go at that. And then for silver today, you are looking at questions 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you are identifying what a number is, looking at place value counters, and then you are comparing using your greater than or less than symbol. And the same for question 2, you are drawing counters to make the statements correct. So you need to make a number here that is greater than the number on the left. Questions 3 and 4 are very similar. And for gold, You are doing questions 5 onwards from the first worksheet, so some reasoning and problem solving looking at place value counters still. Question 6, draw exactly 8 counters in each chart to represent a number that matches each statement. So a number less than 0.76, you've only got 8 counters to use, so which column would you put some of your counters in to make a number that is less than 0.76? And questions 7, 8 and 9 for gold as well. Finally, for platinum, some greater depth, some mastery questions for you. Thinking about your comparing decimal numbers, using your greater than and less than sign, and explaining your understanding, so proving that you have mastered the technique of comparing decimals. Any problems, please let me know or send me an email and I am happy to help.